User Nation, wake the fuck up. How we feeling on this beautiful Saturday morning?
We really are waking the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
I still got crusties in my eyes. I'm trying to get those out, man.
Kind of got to sleep in.
Yeah, it must be nice. Today, it is, what is it, February 11th, 10th, something like that?
Something like that.
It is the day before the Super Bowl.
Sure is.
So I thought, what better to do than have a Super Bowl themed podcast, but have a guest.
Oh, baby.
Oh, boy.
Wonder who it could be.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Do we like this person, or are we just going to shit talk them all day?
I mean, I like him. He's a nice guy.
Okay. I'll
This guy tries hard.
Yeah,
What's his name?
that's all we need.
So our special guest is Maddox. Maddox, do you want to tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
I'm Maddox, Shayla's brother, some may say. Shout out Shayla. Not a hockey guy, but Steelers, Pirates, all in.
Yeah, we're getting a little bucko fever here. I think pitchers and catchers report like a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
So as I said, this is going to be a strictly Super Bowl football podcast. So as always, we'll start from the top. We'll review our hot takes from our last episode. Dylan said the Lions at +7 we're going to take down the 49ers, and Jared Goff is going to throw for 270. That's a rough one.
I'm
Yeah,
upset
it's a
because
big
they
ouch.
covered.
They covered and Goff threw for like 274, but
270.
you did say
Said
they were going to take
takedown.
down.
I
Yeah.
hate those technicalities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it is technicality. Like I cannot be.
Corey
mad.
loves them.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited about it, to be honest.
Tig says the running back doesn't finish the game. He did.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
That was a weird hot take. Not gonna lie. That was one of the weirder ones we've had.
That's one of Maddox's favorite players is Lamar Jackson.
He does love him.
Corey's was Harrison Butker was going to kick a game-winning field goal to send the Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
It was just Chiefs all day. Lamar couldn't get into it.
Yeah. And I said Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl, and I was really feeling that too. I was like, first half Lions, I was like, oh, let's go.
First half Lions. Yeah.
Sole possession of first place, and then
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
Nope, we're still here.
Rough second half.
So we're going to start with our hot take all-time record. I guess me still 4-17 in first. Dylan also in first. What the fuck are you doing?
Do the standings. Do the standings.
hilarious.
Okay.
Go ahead, dude. I'll explain.
Dylan's now still in my behind at
Still.
4-17.
Still
Tiggs
in there.
is in third at 2-18, and Corey is still in last.
It says fifth instead of fourth.
He's not even
He just skipped fourth.
fifth.
He just went right to-
Yeah,
how
I
low
mean,
it is.
yeah, I'm
Sorry.
just down bad. I skip a whole position there.
That was funny.
It's all right.
That's funny. That's okay though. You know what? Hey, someone's got to be last. Might as well
Alright.
be you.
I don't think it's ever going to change. So.
I think in a little bit here we're going to talk about something else that's last. Here.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm in sole possession of last place, so it's all good.
So Maddox, if you aren't aware, Corey has actually our most recent hot take right was
Me.
Dylan, but before that was Corey, and Tiggs is going on like a 14 podcast streak of getting them wrong. So I know a lot of our listeners are definitely pulling for Corey here.
Are they? I mean, I haven't. I mean, hopefully.
I mean,
Hopefully
I
they
appreciate
are.
the love, but like, I don't know what to tell you.
You're letting your fan base down.
Yeah, you really are. You're a disappointment right now.
I know.
You were
I
literally
know.
the Pirates.
And I don't. It's technically not a hot take at the end today, huh? We're just giving
That's
like.
a hot take.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Same as the March Madness one.
okay.
Special edition, so it's like a little bit less
I
steamy.
just didn't know if we were counting it or not. That's what
Oh,
I
it
was kinda-
definitely counts.
Okay.
Yeah, 100% counts.
So this is gonna be just like an open discussion. So usually, we each have our own segments, cover our own sports. This is gonna be an open discussion. So Maddox, feel free to jump in at any time. Give your 3 cents if you're still awake listening to us.
Oh, yeah. I'm here.
So I guess we're just gonna start off with week 1. No, I'm just kidding. We ain't going all the way through.
I was gonna say, game one. Here we go.
WrestleMania night one all over again.
So I thought just giving like a small recap on the NFL season. We'll go division winners, and then I want your guys's at the end your most surprising team and your most disappointing team out of all the teams in the NFL.
We can do that.
So the Bills won the AFC East at 11-6.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean the Dolphins had that like kind of wrapped up in the bag.
Yep.
And they fumbled the bag.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, they definitely fumbled.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, Bills are the Bills. Ravens were 13-4. They won the North.
Fuck those guys.
Fucking dirty birds. AFC South was won by the Texans at 10-7. That was a little bit of a sweat there with the Jags. I think the Jags were 9-6.
Yeah,
I remember.
and they went like 1-5 in their last like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Grant
also-
was certainly sweating that last game.
Yeah, for sure.
a little bit.
Surprisingly to me, the Chiefs won the AFC West at 11-6. Surprising. When I say surprising, I mean by their record, 11-6. I thought they'd be a little bit better than that.
True.
Moving on to the NFC here, East was the Cowboys at 12-5. The NFC East was just between Cowboys and Eagles. Eagles were the same thing with the Dolphins. They had it in the bag and
Even
fumbled
worse.
it until they didn't.
Right. They had it way worse.
And how Nick Sirianni and fucking McCarthy both came back as coaches just amazes me.
That's crazy.
NFC North here, one of Maddox's favorite teams, the Lions, are 12-5.
No,
Max, you
I hate
a
Lions.
Lions fan?
I'm not a Lions fan. No, I hate the Lions.
Probably the worst division in football, the NFC South.
Every year.
Yeah, somehow the Bucks the Bucks won that at 9-8, and then the AFC West was the 49ers at 12-5. So we're gonna go most surprising team, and this could be any team. And I thought the best person to start us off would be our guest. So Maddox, who is your most surprising team for this 2023 football season?
Most surprising team, I'm between two here.
Okay.
One, the Browns, because the Browns is the Browns. How the hell did they win 11 games?
That's a good point.
And then my real one, the Texans.
Yeah,
Stroud bowled out. Yeah, they
CJ.
didn't won way more games than I expected.
he's a dog, honestly. I'm sure we'll talk a little more about CJ Stroud here in a little bit, but who wants to go next? Most surprising team. All right, Corey, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I will go with, I mean, can I say the Lions? Although, I mean,
Yeah.
say
they're-
whoever you want. You can say a team that won 3 games.
Yeah,
this
you,
year.
you could say the the Panthers. You thought they were going to go.
well, I was going to save
0-17.
that for the other one, but yeah, I'll go with the Lions, just because of their solid turnarounds from more depressing seasons from years ago, and they finally made it to the playoffs, won a couple games.
Honestly, the only reason that I would be a Lions fan is because I feel their pain.
Yeah, honestly.
Being
really
a Pirates fan, I feel their fan base's pain over the last however long they've been in the league because it's about the same as Pirates.
No, that's
Imagine
the
being
only.
a Lions fan and a Tigers fan.
Or you could imagine being a Lions fan and a Pirates fan like one of Max's friends. You're just completely down bad. Good. Beavis and Butthead. Go ahead. Who wants to go?
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Honestly, just because I think they were only projected to win 4 games coming into the season, and then Baker kind of balled out the last half of the season.
That's Maddox's guy right there,
And
Baker
then
Mayfield.
the
I do love
playoffs they
Baker.
played very well too. So they beat the Eagles, which I was beyond happy for. So my team is the Bucks.
Maddox is a big Baker Mayfield guy. He wants
I
him to
love
come to the
Baker.
Steelers. He said that like 3 years ago too.
I did.
Baker Mayfield
Yes.
and Steelers.
Hashtag Bacon to the Berg.
I like that.
Like we get that trending.
B to the B.
Tiggs, go ahead. I'll go last.
I was gonna say the Lions, but since Corey said that,
Sorry.
I'll tail Maddox a little bit here and say the Browns as well, just because I felt like with them not having Dishonorable
Right.
this year, that they were gonna kind of suck, but they just made it work because their defense
They
was
used-
insane.
They used 4 quarterbacks this year.
5.
5.
And
Yeah.
lost Chubb too.
Watson,
So I mean,
DTR, Flacco.
There was a rookie that started 2 games when DTR had a concussion.
Yeah, Browns is the
It-
Browns.
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, Browns are going to Browns.
I mean, I'm going to go with the Lions also. I definitely didn't think that they were going to win the division, let alone do as well as they did in the playoffs. They were 1/2 away from going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Fell asleep.
yeah,
they did more than fall asleep.
So did I. I fell asleep. So we'll run it back here. Most disappointing team, Maddox. What do you got for us?
I got the Chargers. When's Herbert gonna start winning?
That's a tough-
Whenever he comes to the Steelers.
Well, do you think Jim Harbaugh could change him up, change the culture there?
maybe.
I mean, I feel like Herbert has to have a breakout season this year. When I say breakout, I mean
Yeah.
just in terms
Yeah,
of
his
like,
stat.
his production for the last couple of years.
Win
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
They're so tough because most of their games come down to a one possession. Like losing by 3 points, how many times? Losing by 6 or 7. Like it's so hard because Herbie is such a good quarterback, and like Keenan Allen still has that dog in him. But like you said, like you got to start winning games too. It's not really about coming down to 3 points every single game, but you got to start winning, like you said, Maddox.
Right.
I'm counting their 1-score losses right now. Let's see. There's
Sure, it's
1,
up there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 6 right now. There's the 63-21 loss. There's 7,
Ouch.
8, 9. They had
Right.
9 1-score loss or 1.
1-score games.
Yeah, 1-score game.
It's
That's
crazy.
good.
So anything within 7, I counted that. But I mean, they're a good team. They just can't figure it out. So I think Corey, what next?
Yeah, like I said, I was going to say the Panthers, but now just thinking about it, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I mean, even though they finished with a positive record, I mean, their downfall to the second half of the season led right into the playoffs. Like, just it wasn't good. They looked really bad, losing to bad teams before the playoffs started, and it was a Super Bowl hopeful team, the first half of that year, and then just collapsed bad.
First half, or first 13 games or what?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
11-1
Yeah,
is what they
right.
started as. So
Yeah,
11-1,
they
then you lose in the playoffs to the Bucks.
you lose. They went 1-6 in the last 7 games.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't deserve to win.
I mean, to be fair, I did think the Bucks were going to beat the Eagles.
I think we did.
I think we all did.
I did say that.
Yeah.
Let's see. They finished 1-6. They finished out.
Yeah.
Losing 27-10 to the Giants the last game of the year was.
Yeah, not good.
And then the Cardinals beating them too.
Well, Cardinals beat us.
Yeah, they
so we
beat
can't
us,
really
too.
Can't laugh too much.
Yeah, well, they beat Mitch. I don't count that.
Yeah, that honestly doesn't count.
I mean, honestly, one of the best games I thought was going to be of the year was going to be the 49ers Eagles, and it just wasn't.
It was
Right.
a blowout.
Yeah,
Yep.
42-19 49ers.
Steamrolled them.
Yeah. Good, Dill.
I'm gonna pick Minnesota Vikings. With
Mm.
Kirk Cousins was high.
It's also Maddox's guy. Yours over here, fucking
Right.
Baker,
Me and
Kirk
Matt
Cousins.
just on the same wavelength here.
He is.
And then Jetta's, Jordan Addison. Their defense was really good, and then they.
A lot of
Kirk
injuries,
went down.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jetta's
it's
going down
tough.
hurt.
So do you Can we fault them for getting injured? I mean, it's still disappointing.
It
season.
still was disappointing.
Yeah, but
maybe
you
not to
put
their own fault. But
Yeah.
When did Kirk get hurt? What week?
week
early.
12.
No, I thought
Yeah.
it was early.
It was before the trade deadline because they traded for Josh Dobbs.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I was
It's
thinking
probably like week 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah, that hurts.
anyways.
Achilles. Future Steeler right there.
Yeah, Jetta's.
No.
No, Achilles.
Kirk
Cousins.
Bangs.
Maddox, do you love Kirk Cousins or Baker Mayfield more? This is a tough question.
There's only one right answer.
Not to put you on
As
the
in, who would I want on the Steelers, or who do I like more?
Who do you like more?
Kirk Cousins.
Did you see the scar he showed off on Pat McAfee?
No.
Or is this typical
Yeah.
it's like a 6-inch scar, and he said, "I'm never showing the scar ever again."
Oh, on his
Mm.
Achilles.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty nasty. But
All right, Tiggs.
I'm gonna stick with the trend of the AFC West here. I'm gonna go with the Broncos because it was just yet another year where the Broncos were all hyped out. They're like, "Oh, this is finally gonna be the year," and then
Russell Wilson, yeah.
then they got 70 points put on them. So,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's
and I mean
ride.
that division, despite really the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl, just because Mahomes is Mahomes, like that was a weak division this year. They definitely could have taken it, but
100%. I mean, the Raiders, I mean, I don't know what the Raiders ended up finishing. I'm going to look now, but they
were close.
like 7 and
They-
10.
They with like the last 3 or 4 games of the season.
the Raiders were 8-9, second place, and Denver was
Yeah.
8-9, and the Chargers were 5-12. I mean, that division really could have went to anybody.
That's what I was gonna say.
Especially
Like
beginning of the year.
the Raiders had a chance to win out, and the Chiefs only had to lose 1 game for them to take the division. So
I mean,
Yeah.
shout out Jimmy G for getting hurt like he always does. every
Jimmy
year.
G.
Yeah.
Jimmy G, what a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to also go with the Chargers here. It's not good. I really hope that Harbaugh turns that team around because they have a fuck ton of potential on that team.
That offense is young, and it's
I mean, minus Austin Eckler, that's not going to be there anymore, but he'll
that's
go.
okay.
He'll go somewhere else.
He's getting older for a running back, anyways.
Well, the whole like argument of re-signing running backs, I think that kind of proved this year that's true. It's like Eckler was one of the big guys that bitched. He had a horrible season. Derrick Henry, same thing. I mean, after your first contract, it's just like Like you fall off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Zeke. Zeke this year
Zeke
He's a
was
backup running back.
until Ramondre got hurt.
Right.
Who else? Dalvin Cook.
Yikes.
It's your boy.
That's Texas boy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't draft him again.
But I mean, I think like once you're done with your rookie deal, it's like teams are going to start to just redraft.
So does that make us nervous for Najee then? Because it's coming up.
No.
I'm not
No, I
nervous
don't
about
think so.
Najee at
No,
all.
you think he's going to be one of the outliers?
Dude's built like a Mack truck.
Yeah, he's like
This is true.
he's like
Well,
Derrick
so
Henry
is Derrick
Jr.
Henry,
He's
like-
never
Yeah, but
missed a game.
my argument with Najee is that we have Jalen Warren, so we're not going to overrun Najee like some of these other running backs were.
And I'm fine by that, honestly. That
I mean,
1-2 punch, I feel like beats any other just solid one
yeah,
running
instead
back.
of throwing Derrick Henry out there
Unless
for 35.
the only outlier in this conversation is Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only outlier.
True.
So we're actually going to move on here. I did mention something about Corey being in last.
Uh-oh.
So Maddox, I don't know if you've seen or not, but we do our pick'ems based off of the spreads. We pick 5 random games. Is it 5 or 4? 4 random games a week
Yeah,
Four
four.
random
for the
games.
regular season. Games that are good games, and we kept our records throughout the year. So Tiggs actually finished in first, 29, 22, and 1. We had 1 push.
Actually,
know
wait,
ball.
hold on. We actually didn't start this until like week
Yeah, it was like week 5
4
or so.
Week 5. So just there wasn't a full season. We kind of came up with the idea afterwards.
No, Let's
Oh
put
yeah,
it
just call it a fluke, Dell. Huh?
I'm just saying, like when people do the math, they're like, "This isn't adding up." That's why it's not adding up. Okay?
I was just gonna say, and just let the record be known too that I was in first for about
1 week.
2 weeks. So I had my time up there, and then just like the Eagles, I kind of went downhill.
You never looked back.
Yeah, I'm only looking like this at all you guys.
I finished in second, 25, 26, and 1. Dylan was coming up my behind at 24,
Always.
27, and 1.
Consistently up your behind.
And then Corey was last with 20, 30, and 1.
Hey, I'm consistent.
Hey, at least you broke 20.
I'll take
Imagine
that.
I was at 19. You
Uh,
might as well have been kicked off the podcast. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
And we all had one
One tie.
tie.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
a
a
line.
push. I think it was a Lions game. It was
It was like 3 points.
yeah,
into the-
and it was they pushed it +3 or -3, whatever it
Got
was. So I think that the next topic we're going to transition to here is our Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait, can we go over
Goalers.
our standings for the playoffs?
Yeah, I was going to do that later. Thanks, bud.
Anyways, what about the Steelers?
Who wants to talk about the Steelers?
Tiggs does.
My fucking throat hurts over here. Go ahead, Tiggs. You talk about the fucking
Oh.
Steelers.
I mean, I think overall it's still maybe not the season we were expecting, but I guess it also really wasn't a disappointment either. Obviously, we would have liked to see the offense do a little bit better, but I think that if they can carry that defense on into the next season with the same like production that they were making,
And stay
Hopefully-
healthy.
hopefully Arthur Smith can bring some new concepts to this archaic offense.
I mean, as much as positivity I want in Arthur Smith, like I'm kind of terrified to see what he does with our offense when he didn't utilize Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan. Like it's kind of like
Well, I mean, but he did though. Like I don't remember the exact numbers, but I did read a couple tweets saying that like people thought that they were underutilized, but they just
They actually weren't.
they weren't.
oh really?
Like,
It was just the record showed it.
yeah, like their production may not have shown it, but
I mean, they also had Desmond Ritter, who is miles worse than Kenny Pickett, and Kenny Pickett is. I'm off that train, by the way.
You're off the Kenny train.
Yeah. I know Maddox.
I've been off the Kenny train since they picked him.
Maddox was never
Since
on
draft day.
He was like,
Since
"Right,
draft day."
You know who Maddox's favorite quarterback is on the Steelers roster? Mason Rudolph.
The boy Mason Rudolph.
He did ball out end of the season. My question for you guys is going to focus here on Cam Hayward. He's due a fuck ton of money this year. Do you think that he takes a pay cut and restructures his deal, kind of like how Ben did at the end of his career? I mean, Cam's 35.
I thought he already said that he wasn't going to take a pay cut.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
He has in the past though.
It's how, like, just if he's due 20-some mil this year, like, how do you fit that into your team's salary cap?
Yeah, it's difficult because it's just turning into like I can't say it's fully turning into like a Troy Polamalu kind of thing, but because I do think that Cam can still be productive, but if he gets hurt again, then it's over.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
He is due 22.5.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Damn.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, second highest next to TJ.
Well, that money's good.
Hasn't he taken a pay cut in the past though?
I feel like
He made
has.
a restructure, but I don't
probably
think
why
he
he
took
doesn't
it.
wanna
Well,
do
I
it
meant like
anymore.
restructured it based on like signing bonuses, and I think they'll figure something out. But I don't know how much free space they're actually gonna.
You know what I think the
Pick up.
Steelers should do this offseason? Maddox might be with me on this. Trade Deontay for a second. Hear me out. For a second-round pick, okay? Use that second-round pick to draft a center. Sign Tyler Boyd.
I'm here for it.
Maddox, what do you think?
I'd be in for it. I mean, Deontay, he's up and down. He has his moments, and he also fucks shit up, to say the least.
Good way to put it.
I feel like you're not really losing much there.
No, I'd agree.
A little bit of age, because I think Tyler Boyd's like slow.
Right,
like,
but you're
really-
also gaining a position that is obviously much needed.
Yeah.
Because
And
if
we
I have to watch
truly-
Mason Cole go out there one more time, I'm going to just rip the eyes out of my head.
Well, I think they already plan on drafting a center regardless of trading Deontay or not, but I wouldn't hate that. I mean, especially if they took like another receiver in like the 3rd or 4th round, something like that.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, Deontay's not going to be a number one on any other team. I wouldn't say.
I
at
think
least.
he would be.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what we
I
should
mean-
do? We should trade him to the Bears like we did Chase Claypool for a first.
Right. Right.
But we got a long offseason ahead here.
Technically hasn't even started yet.
I'm kind of pissed that they went right off the get go. They just hired a new offensive coordinator instead of letting it marinate. Let people
Letting
get
it
into
marinate, bud. Like every coach was like getting taken.
We also
I'm just
didn't
saying,
have an OC for the last.
I just think they went
5
too
weeks.
quick on it. I don't know. They went too fast in getting a new
I
OC.
don't think they went too fast at all because teams had head coach vacancies and they were snagged up like that.
I also think that if Tomlin really likes Arthur Smith, you have to take him. You can't let him just sit out there. We're we're gonna wait for 3 weeks. If you know you like a guy, he's
Don't
ours.
ignore the
Maybe-
fact too that they hired a passing game coordinator,
Yeah.
meaning that Arthur Smith is really just there to make sure this run game is as good as it should be, and then he brought in another coach to work on the passing game.
Maybe I'm just saying I don't like Arthur Smith in a way, and
That's
I'd
what it
rather
sounds
them
like.
try to get a new.
I mean, he was a really good offensive coordinator in Tennessee. I think he had good stats and
Yeah,
was top
fuck.
5
He
in the
he
league.
took fucking Tanneville to the.
Yeah, they were top
AFC
3 offense
championship
for 2
game.
years.
Yeah, exactly. So just because he might not be a head coach, right? Certain coaches aren't set out to be head coach, but they're good coordinators.
Here's my question to you guys: do you think Bill Belichick is going to coach in the NFL this year?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't-
think so.
I don't
As
think
a-
so.
No,
As a head coach or just coach in general?
He's not going to not go to be a head coach.
How many other vacancies are there? I think there's only one or two left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's going to coach this year.
He'll coach Alabama.
They already got
have
their
a-
coach, bud.
They already have a coach.
Okay.
Maddox, do you think Bill Belichick's going to be an NFL coach this year?
I don't think he will be. I think if he was a good coach, I'm saying he wasn't a good coach. Brady made him, and if he was good, he would have been snagged up already.
Top point.
I think that Bill Belichick is a good coach, but Tom Brady carried Bill Belichick's career
I would agree.
without a doubt.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
look at the Patriots post Brady era.
And look at the Bucks Brady era, right? The Bucks weren't really that good, and then Brady's like, "Hold on, guys, I got this."
I mean, Brady carried that team to all their Super Bowls.
it's
I mean,
tough to say though, just because Brady also had Bruce Arians, who's also a really good coach. So
Yeah, but I'm saying that in the fact of the fall off of the Patriots post Brady,
yeah,
and Bill Belichick couldn't just do anything with
Develop
that team.
any quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it also doesn't help that your quarterbacks were Mac Jones and Bailey Zappa,
Also doesn't help that your wide receiver was Juju Smith-Schuster. So
but it's also the same. You can make this argument too that Brady brought in who he wanted to play for him. When he left the Patriots, they went to Tampa. He took guys with him. Gronk.
yeah, and he also had Mike Evans and Godwin,
Chris
who were two really
Godwin,
good
yeah.
receivers.
yeah, that's true. That's what I mean.
and he had a really good offensive line.
And he had a good defense.
It's kind of like what Rodgers is trying to do. Rodgers is trying to bring everyone to the Jets.
I'm still always under the impression that they needed each other.
Oh, 100%.
Hmm.
It's kind of just love at first sight. You sleeping over there?
Wake up.
I'm wide awake.
I don't know. You sound a little quiet over there. Anything else before we talk about Steelers playoffs?
I hate Mitch Trubisky.
So do we have to talk
But
about
I just wanted to get that out. I hate Mitchell Trubisky.
Now, since you brought up Mitch Trubisky, if they would have started Mason in one of those 2 games against the Patriots or Cardinals,
We win both.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah,
And
there's
then-
no doubt.
And then week 17's for the division.
Right.
And then we get the first round bye.
then we host a playoff game, and then we're there, right? Wow, look at this.
And then we're talking about the Steelers in the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, then the Yens cast live from
Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yens Cast takes over Vegas.
While we're on the topic of Vegas here, the players, I don't know if you guys saw this, right? The players are staying 15 miles away from the Strip.
Really?
Yeah, because they're.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Well, they're like not letting them because they obviously don't want them to like gamble and shit during the week. But somebody set off the 49ers fire alarm like
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, McCaffrey was like, I was not happy about that.
I know, anyone would be
I mean,
happy.
you already know what was going through Nick Bosa's head when that happened. But apparently,
Oh, no.
I saw a tweet that said that you guys aren't allowed to laugh at Nick Bosa for being upset about that because it was like something about like on January 6th he probably has PTSD from those alarms at the
Aw.
Capitol.
oh
my
god. But I guess when they played the Eagles this year, their hotel room was right next to like a construction site, and
Oh,
they
no.
started working at like 6 in the morning.
That's good.
So they got zero
Rise and
sleep.
shine.
Anyways, that's about all we're gonna cover for Steelers regular season. For the postseason, Steelers lost to the Bills, and we're gonna move on from that.
I like that.
Yep.
Good transition.
Not going to
Keep-
talk about
keep
that
moving.
at all.
Keep moving.
Here we go.
Maddox, you got anything to say about the wild card round loss to the Bills?
I don't know.
We definitely
Don't
could've
wanna
won the
relive
game.
it.
I'm just going to put it out there.
We would have won.
Defense.
We would have won if it would have been played on the original day.
I think we covered this in a previous podcast, that game. I mean, I'm just going to keep it short and simple.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Our defense just let us down that game. Not to say that the offense
So did the
wasn't good
14
either.
fumbles our offense.
Yeah,
had.
I was just going to say, not that the offense didn't let us down either, but, like, the things that could have been prevented from our defense, like, you know, with all these Bills touchdowns, just makes me sick.
Yeah, but we also had a lot of dumb mistakes on offense.
Oh, yes, very true.
I mean, just the fumbles cost us, and then
Yeah.
Tackle by Minka cost us.
Ugh.
I mean, missed tackle. Sorry.
Yeah,
Don't
and
get
then
me
I know
started.
we had an interception in the end zone towards the end of the half. but
Yeah, that was a bad throw.
you can't say that like if one of those things didn't happen, we win. But
Definitely could have been different.
one of the last things I'm going to cover on the Steelers here. Do you guys call this season a success? Maddox, what do you
even
think?
know.
Success or not success?
I say no.
Success.
Hey, yo. What kind of podcast is this?
I don't think we really took much of a step up this year, and there's not much to look forward to next year as of right now, in my opinion.
Steelers are mid.
They really.
Yeah.
They did as much as they could, I guess.
I would rather them just lose instead of picking at fucking 20,
Yeah, get a higher
18,
pick.
19,
Like
20.
we do every year.
Yeah, but
Yep.
the Steelers are never going to bottom out. It's just
Way the road.
10-7, another successful year for Tomlin. His streak keeps going, and we made a playoff game and still lost.
Yeah.
So just add it to the collection of, keep Mikey T here because he's never had a losing season. But
And he's
add
making
another
playoffs.
little one to his playoff losses.
last thing Mike Tomlin here is if Sirianni or Mike McCarthy got fired and Tomlin didn't, then I would have been very upset.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Anyways, oh, look at that. We got more Steeler talk here.
Oh,
So
sweet.
we're going to do a group effort here. We're going to do Steelers season awards. MVP, Offensive Defensive Player of the Year, just Rookie of the Year, and then Comeback Player of the Year.
I think we should just start on Rookie of the Year. I think we all have the same.
All right, well, we're going to start MVP.
Okay,
Thanks
that's
very
fine.
We're
much.
gonna start at the
Thanks
top.
for the
No, that's
input,
fine.
Corey.
Corey's used to being on the bottom, so he just wanted to start at the bottom.
I just like to give a suggestion, then,
It was a
Matt-
good suggestion, but
I tried.
we don't want to do that.
yeah,
Sorry.
Thanks for,
It's all
thanks
good.
for your input.
it's all good.
Maddox, who do you think your MVP would be for the Steelers this year?
I mean, you got to give it to TJ. We win when he's on the field.
He's a absolute game record, difference maker. Like you said, I mean, we win when he's on the field, and we don't when he's not.
I don't even think we have to go around the table for
I
that
think
one.
that was an easy one. Yeah. Good. Thanks, Max. It was a good pick.
There you go. So
Yeah,
there's
thank you.
five awards here. So I think each person can start the conversation. So Tiggs, offensive player of the year. What do you think?
It's tough because I don't want to like give it to a tandem, but I'm gonna say Najee.
That's my first choice too, to be honest.
That's not bad. I mean, it's hard because like, what do you have to choose from? You know what I mean? You don't have much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
Deontay was hurt.
you call Pickens. Like, is that like the next? Is that like?
No, I think
two?
Najee's a good choice.
It'd
Well,
probably
that's
go
what
Najee, Jalen Warren, then maybe Pickens.
I would
Like,
agree.
What do you think, Cor?
Yeah, I was gonna go Jalen Warren.
Maddox?
I'd go Naj.
Yeah, I think Najee's a good pick here.
Pretty easy.
Dill, defensive player of the year.
Isaiah Loudermilk next.
There you go.
Right.
Nice.
This one,
Isaiah Bugs.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, bud, the door's right there. If you keep walking, there's a cliff. Just fucking walk off.
Yeah, and that bat's right there. I'm going to bust you over the head with. You ever say that name again?
Yeah, I think defensive player of the year is.
literally TJ. There's no. There's no choice.
It has to be.
Yep.
He might be the defensive player of the decade, to be honest.
No, Levi Wallace is definitely up there for discussion.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
him,
can
too.
take-
Yeah, I was just going to fuck him, too.
That one's easy.
Corey, rookie of the year.
JPJ.
Yeah.
Easy.
Maddox, you can agree with that, right?
Yep, 100%.
Corey Trice.
Yeah.
I was hopeful until he
I
blew
know.
out his
I actually
knee.
do.
Yeah.
Darnell Washington.
I mean, JPJ is obviously the 100% correct answer, but you could definitely make a case for Broderick Jones too.
Yeah.
The
That's
running game definitely took leaps and leaps and leaps and leaps.
And leaps and.
When he switched over to right tackle.
Yeah, when you had such a strong rookie class.
Yeah.
I don't think you could really make a case for Ben. Maybe if he played the whole season, but
Yeah, if he played a little more snaps, but he really didn't get a fair chance at playing.
Comeback player of the year.
I got nothing.
TJ Watt.
I don't know, man. It's tough because
Who was really out last year?
Can you give it to Mason? Does that count?
No, he didn't play.
I, mean, I
Wait.
guess you technically could because he only played 4 games less than Joe Flacco.
How about a little dark horse pick here with Eric Rowe? Because he I don't know if he even played last year, but the Steelers just kind of brought him in out of nowhere, and he was productive for those last 4 or 5 weeks.
I love his fucking nickname. You guys know the nickname they gave him? Death Row.
Oh, that's sweet.
Could you give it
That's
to
pretty sweet.
Miles Jack? I know he only played the last 4.
Well, if you're gonna give it to Miles Jack,
I'm
give it
gonna-
to Eric Rowe because he actually was productive.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd take Eric Rowe over Miles Jack.
Dylan's like, oh yeah, Miles Jack played 4 quarters. At that point, you might as well give it to Rudolph.
He played the last 2 weeks.
Maddox, what do you think here? I'm a little stumped on comeback player of the year.
I had Rudolph, but I didn't know if that could be counted, but
It could be. I mean,
I'd go Rudolph
I
then,
don't
yeah.
hate that, honestly. What do you think over there, Sleepy?
Well, I was the one that said Mason.
I didn't hear you. Thought you were sleeping.
You must be sleeping.
I'm a little tired. Got in a little late last night. We just general consensus of
Mason is.
Mason comeback player of the year.
I like
Sure.
that. I like it's good Mason.
Roll Tide.
I don't think he played Alabama.
That's
Go
Mac.
Thanks.
Cowboys.
Where did he go to college?
Oklahoma State.
That's it.
Him and James Washington.
Mm.
Miss him.
Dynamic duo. Yeah, shout out James Washington.
Miss him. Dill, you want to take over this NFL award recap because I'm going to go take a nap real quick.
No, not really. Corey can take it over.
All
All
right.
right, sure. NFL awards were just, a few days ago?
It was Thursday night. Yeah, it was
Something like
yeah,
that.
because I didn't watch it because I didn't really care because it was already predetermined.
I'll just go from the top here how we have it. MVP Lamar Jackson, I think that was a, obvious.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
all
Right?
right, here we go.
Me out.
Fuck Lamar Jackson.
Truth.
Dak Prescott had better numbers than Lamar Jackson.
He did.
I wouldn't have been
so
mad
did-
if Dak won it.
Yeah, I mean, I said it's kind of like a Mickey Mouse MVP, but just because nobody really had great numbers this year, but I mean Lamar probably still deserved it, but
You know who deserved
it still was
it?
weak.
You know who deserved it?
Christian McCaffrey.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Maddox.
CMC.
But it's
Yeah.
it's a quarterback.
Quarterback.
It's a quarterback award.
Yeah.
Always will be.
So now on the topic of Christian McCaffrey and the quarterbacks, do you think Purdy should have won it? What are your thoughts on Purdy being an
No.
I don't know.
Okay,
No.
just thought we're on the same page.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to Purdy.
Because it was the
Cliff's
top.
that way, pal.
I didn't pick him.
those guys out there.
I didn't pick him. I was just because at the end of the year it was Purdy, CMC and Lamar were like the top 3 like front runners for the MVP. So
You know who's winning MVP next year?
Ben
Jack.
Roethlisberger.
No, TJ Watt, because he's gonna be so pissed off he's gonna get 30 sacks next year.
He'll still lose it to like.
He'll lose Defensive Player of the Year, but he'll win MVP.
Yeah, makes sense.
Moving on, we have Coach of the Year. I went to Stefanski.
bad pick.
I don't hate it. I mean,
I don't hate it either.
D'Amico Ryan should have won.
That was my pick.
The reason he lost, they were tied, but Stefanski had more first place votes. Yeah, D'Amico Ryan should have won that though. I don't think. Maddox, what do you think? D'Amico Ryans or Stefanski?
Probably Ryan's, but also it was impressive what Stefanski did.
Yeah, you can't.
It's
say
But-
that.
really
I'm not going
fair.
to discredit it. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
think
you
it's
really
a
can't.
coin flip, but
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't really go wrong there.
fuck the Browns and
that's what I mean.
Truth.
Yeah,
Or-
Browns
Yep.
is the Browns.
Browns are going to Browns. Next year, the Browns are going to Browns.
speaking of the Browns,
Yeah, rough morning. Real rough morning.
well, I was talking about the next.
We're talking about
The next
we're
award.
still on the awards topic.
Oh, you looked right at me, and my mind obviously went somewhere else.
The next award, please.
Oh yeah, well, we won't talk about my bowel movements. Comeback Player of the Year, we have Joe Flacco and not DeMar Hamlin.
Good.
And honestly,
Love
I
it.
was laughing when I was on Xbox with Tiggs, and I was laughing because like all of the highlights they showed of Joe Flacco, you know, making good passes and whatnot. The only like highlights they showed of DeMar Hamlin
was
was
the
like coming
ambulance.
out of the tunnel, hyping up the crowd, like no like good plays on
the
special
fake
teams.
punt. The fake punt.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
They really did make a wish that, like, with that fake punt.
Honestly, like I mean, beginning of the year, I was like, that's free money.
We all thought it was
We
free
all
money.
thought it was free
honestly.
money. If Joe Flacco didn't come off of his couch, it's DeMar Hamlin.
Yes, literally.
Yep.
100%.
And it's a shame because he only played like 15 snaps, I think, like all year.
and Joe Flacco was better than Kenny this year.
Numbers
We're-
wise.
we're talking about awards. We're not talking about Kenny Pickett.
I mean, I'm just putting it out there.
Here's the thing with DeMar Hamlin is when that incident happened last year, he wasn't a starter.
No, he was always a backup.
Their safeties were hurt, and he was playing, so he was never a starter.
No.
on
I mean, he
defense.
was like a 6th round draft pick, and he was never. I mean, it's still impressive to be a player in the NFL, but like, kind of, I don't know how you make a comeback. I mean, I know he died on the field, but like, it's tough.
Hey, you was fine.
All right, cool.
Offensive Player of the Year, we had CMC. I obviously think that's a good pick, but I feel like you couldn't win anywhere with CMC, probably CD or Tyreek. Those were 3 like pretty solid nominees, but I think CMC is the rightful winner there.
He ran away with it. If he didn't,
I see what you did there
because
he's a running back.
Yeah, he's probably gonna run.
Good
away
one
from
though.
All right, we're just gonna skip the next one here.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
Makes me kind of sick. to
I
think
mean,
about.
should I just say to put it out there and we won't even
Yeah,
talk about it? All right,
yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year, Miles Garrett.
Okay,
All
all
right,
right.
no,
Offensive
what's
rookie.
next?
Moving on.
Wait, before we move on, did
Oh,
you?
here we go.
Yeah,
Oh my
here we
God.
go.
Here we go.
Have you guys seen like Parsons' comments the last couple of days?
Yeah,
He said
about TJ.
Yeah, he's a hater.
I'm gonna kill
he
him.
said don't look at stats. Stats don't matter. Then he was on a podcast yesterday
Yeah.
and said stats matter.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, buddy, you stink.
He literally said TJ's not
He's a
even a
hater.
top rusher in
He
the
went to
NFL.
Penn State. That's why.
He said
He's not top
yeah,
5.
right. Joe Panu. he said that Alex Heisman's better than TJ Watt.
What kind of pack?
I
is
mean,
he
Alex
on?
Highsmith is very underrated.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than TJ, but I mean, be mad that you can't have both of them.
I mean, hopefully the NFL gets Miles Garrett's cock out of their mouth and like Tick said,
son of
TJ's
a-
going for 30 sacks next
I
year.
think
I
this one
literally
was
screamed.
actually rigged.
I
I
screamed.
think it was
Well,
predetermined at the beginning of the year who was
Watt
winning this.
wasn't even there at the award ceremony. He tweeted
Because he knew.
no-
Because
Yeah.
he
nothing
literally
I'm not
told me
used
he was
to.
gonna do
That tweet was funny.
I said I can't remember what I told Corey when we were on Xbox, and I was like, I don't know if it's funnier the fact that like TJ Watt already knew he didn't win and just tweeted that,
Mhm.
or if like wait, I can't remember what was it? If he didn't know or if he knew and tweeted that, it's funny, or if I'm done. I can't remember what else I said.
yeah, there's drama in the MLB.
Yeah, there's
Dude's
If
there's
I
definitely
do
drama in
remember
the
it in the
NFL.
next 30 seconds, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
Dude's having a stroke over
Some
here.
say 30
Ser-
seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
Serious question: could you even be happy accepting that award if you're Miles Garrett?
Yes,
He didn't
because-
deserve it.
because he thinks he deserves it.
Yeah, and the whole Cleveland, this is for you. Suck my asshole, dude.
I mean,
Is that what he said?
yeah,
That's because it's their Super Bowl.
this dude
Right.
had 1 sack in the last 7 games.
Like,
Like Nick Herbig had more sacks
That's
than
what
Miles
I mean.
Garrett did.
Like,
he's out there like maybe next year this will be a different trophy. Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
not when you play
yeah.
for the Browns.
Jesus Christ, I hate him.
Okay. Anyways, now we're all fired up on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
now it's
morning.
9:44 in the morning and I'm fucking awake. Offensive rookie of the year, we have C.J. Stroud. I feel like that's easy.
Yeah. 100%.
100 P, pushing P.
Anything else on that, gentlemen?
I mean, it's pretty easy.
'Kay.
CJ had a rough start to the year, which is to be expected from a rookie quarterback. We all thought that who's the Panthers quarterback? I
Bryce
forgot
Young.
his name. already.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, see, exactly.
What's that guy's name?
What's that guy's name?
Yeah, sorry, Corey. That card's just no value now.
Yeah, $2.
I think Bryce will be fine, but it was Bryce's award. at the
Just
beginning of the year.
imagine being the Panthers.
I
Gotta be
The
tough.
Yeah,
wor-
the
the wor-
Panthers
the
owner
worst
when he's
part-
throwing drinks out the window.
The worst part is their coach wanted Stroud.
Who made the choice? Their GM.
And they
Oh,
took
yeah.
Bryce Young and they traded all that shit away
Mhm.
to get the number 1 pick.
It
and
is
you
one
take the
year.
wrong guy.
It might take a while. We don't know how he's going to turn out.
Yeah.
But, like the first year. I mean, the Panthers aren't a good team. Like they don't have the tools. That
Yeah, I was
it's
just gonna
not
say.
fair to write off Bryce Young yet.
I'm
not
not, I'm not writing them off,
No.
but like just based off
The
of 1
hype.
year.
the hype.
Because
is
there
like
was
real.
serious concerns like around Stroud when the draft was going on.
Well,
The
he-
Texans also have a better coach too.
Yeah,
And they have a better offense.
and better team. The
Yeah.
Panthers are just kind of hopeless.
I mean, all the good quarterbacks of the league now, like Jobo, T-Law, they had rough first years too.
What'd you say?
Jobo,
Jobo and T-Law.
Who the
T-Law.
fuck ever said Jobo?
Joe Burrow.
I don't ever heard anyone say that.
you are the only
All right,
person
I'm
I've
sorry.
ever heard say
yeah.
that.
I mean,
I-
Joe Burr.
All right,
Yeah,
Jobo.
Joe-
I made the nickname. Give me the fucking money.
Maybe Joe Burr, not
Joe
Bo.
Jobo.
Jobo sounds like fucking hobo.
That's like when he says.
Well, his last name is
what's the thing he
Burrow,
calls
so
Justin
Jobo.
Jefferson.
Jettas.
No, that's not what you called him.
JJ.
Yeah, he was like J Jeff.
J. Jeff.
I've
J.
heard
Jeff.
J. Jeff before. Anyways.
Corey likes to make his own nicknames up.
I like to be unique, Tiggs. Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah, next.
Yeah, you got to be like everyone else. Next.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, another Texan, Will Anderson.
Yeah,
Could've
no
been a
love for
toss-up.
JPJ.
No.
Did he deserve to win? No.
Honestly, I thought that was Jalen Carter's award. I didn't really think he deserved it, but it seemed like he was going to win.
Either three of them could have won. JPJ should have won, but
He got no love. He was
No.
like 4th or 5th, I
Yeah.
think.
I think because people are tired of the Steelers. Honestly,
Witherspoon had more votes than him.
He was
Yeah,
down there
yeah,
with me
that's
on the
stupid.
standings.
he's what?
Or yeah, JPJ was down there with me on the votes.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, last.
Hey, you guys got something in common. That's about it.
I'll take that. I'll
This
be
season
compared to
I think,
JPJ.
Maddox, you agree with those Rookie of the Years for the Texans?
Yeah, I do. I no defensive player was really super impressive this year, so I didn't really know who that award was really going to go to. Would have liked to see Porter win it, but I don't think he definitely deserved it.
Maybe if you didn't take a penalty every other play.
Yeah. Who?
But to be fair, Sauce Gardner, he had penalty issues his first year.
That's fair.
Yeah. that's a
So
good point.
hoping that we could see Porter figure something out and limit those penalties next year.
I think they'll iron out. Honestly,
Mhm.
I mean, if he didn't have all these penalty issues, I mean, even he did, he was still our best defensive back with all these penalty
Yeah.
issues. And
For sure.
I mean, you figure, I don't know, understand why they didn't play him from the start, but as soon as they put him in the lineup, he was
It was immediate.
Game
difference.
changer. Yep.
on teams number ones.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was going up against Allen Robinson.
Mhm.
That takes his guy, Allen Robinson. All right, speaking of the Steelers, our last award here.
The Walter Payton Man of the Year went to our boy Cam Hayward.
Thank God.
Finally, we've been talking about this for years that he's.
I think it's like his 7th year being like nominated for the Steelers.
He definitely deserves it. He's a good man. Really good dude.
Hopefully,
wife.
he can also be man of the year and take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know,
It was nice to see a Steeler win an award, though. I mean, Najee won Angry Run of the Year.
you sure did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Corey
you
didn't
did.
even know what that was.
Who?
Corey.
I didn't know what it was.
He's like, what's going on right now?
Wait.
No, not during the awards. I knew what it was after during the awards when that dude was huffing and puffing, going around every aisle of the theater they were in. But like before,
Theater.
I saw him up on stage with that thing. I'm like, this is Najee. He loves Najee.
like I didn't know what it was until I actually saw him on the show doing the Angry Run of the week, and then he gave it to Najee on the stiff arm when they played Seattle. But yeah, I think that's
All
pretty
the
much.
awards.
Yeah, that was the award recap, sponsored by nothing. 'Cause
Don't
we don't have a
forget
sponsor.
TJ Watt won whatever that other award was, too.
Yeah, Deacon Jones is for the most sacks.
They had to give it to him. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just they had to give it to him. They would have given it to Max Crosby if they had the choice, but
No, they would have given it to Myles Garrett. Sure.
Yeah. they're like, oh, we can't count. It's Myles Garrett. Next, and I honestly didn't know this was like happening also that same day. It was the Hall of Fame inductees.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dylan can cover this, but Antonio Gates didn't make it. I was very surprised. First ballot, Antonio Gates didn't make it.
Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? You think?
Antonio Gates?
Yeah,
I
I
think
thought
so.
he would be. Yeah.
You know, he's one of the best tight ends for how many? Like 15 years.
No, I mean I'm not saying he's not. I just maybe. I mean he's definitely gonna be in there at some point. But
Oh yeah, but I was very surprised to see him not get first ballot. So Dill, what do you got for a Hall of Fame here?
We're not going to go in order. Devin Hester. Very
Mickey
happy.
Mouse Award.
What?
Mickey Mouse Award.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he really deserves to be there just because he was a good returner.
right.
Didn't correct me if I'm wrong? Did he come into the league as like a cornerback, and then he went to a wide receiver? I'm almost positive that's what happened. Maddox, do you know?
I don't really know.
I don't know.
I'm almost
I think he
positive.
started out as a cornerback,
And
and then
I
they're like,
think-
let's just throw him back for returns, and then look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, is he the greatest returner of all time? Probably.
But
But-
is that Hall of Fame worthy?
Yeah, exactly. Like you were good at one thing, returning.
Gunnar Olszewski's a pretty good returner.
Kind of like Calvin Austin.
Did you say Gunner? Did you say Gunner?
Yeah.
Gunner,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, Gunnar might make it in the Hall of Fame, too.
Yeah.
then.
Never forget that fucking toe tap on a kickoff.
Toe
Are you kidding me?
We were at that game.
I know.
You weren't. Were you?
Yes.
Oh, it was the Browns game.
I was socking him in the arm. Like, why the fuck would he do that? A
Anyway.
toe tap on a kickoff. Like, I've never seen something so stupid in my life. But, okay.
Julius Peppers, one of the best defensive linemen. He played his whole career at Carolina.
No, he played for the Bears too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The
Well,
Bears.
Julius Peppers, I'm happy he got in. Dwight Freeney, another defensive guy from the Colts. Happy he got in. He dominated it in that era. Andre Johnson. I kind of forgot that.
Shout out to Andre Johnson.
You know what I remember about Andre Johnson when he got in that fist fight with
Cortland
Cortland
Finnegan.
Finnegan.
Yes.
One
That
of-
was beef for years. And they finally just started wailing on each other one game.
That's the sole reason why he got in the Hall of Fame.
Shout out Sam for Andre Johnson's one-on-one card he has, too. It's going to be a little value on there.
We'll add it on top of it. Patrick Willis, great linebacker.
Scary, man.
Yes, he's honestly one of the best to do it. Do you put him over Brian Urlacher?
Ooh, that's
It's
tough.
tough.
That's a topic for another day, pal. That's hard.
1A, 1B.
Who's A
Who-
and B?
do you think that Brian Urlacher is the best middle linebacker to ever do it?
I think so.
Someone's eligible next year, too.
Mm.
Shazier?
Equally.
Yeah. That's another one there.
Maddox, Luke Kuechly beats out.
Maddox,
Brian Urlacher,
where
but
do you rank Urlacher, Willis, and Luke Kuechly 1 through 3?
that in that order?
Yeah, I don't think I could.
I think Urlacher, Willis.
Oof.
Kuechly.
Max, what do you think?
Kuechly's a
I'm going Luke Kuechly 1
oh yeah.
for obvious reasons.
Really?
But
Interesting.
other than that, I don't care about the other two.
If you're not first, you're last is what he said.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
tough. They were all good. Real
Yeah,
good.
they're all very
Solid.
good.
I don't know who these other two guys are. Who's Steve McMichaels? McMichael?
Some old
Connor
guy.
McMichael's father.
I don't know who that is either.
Connor McMichael is a hockey player. I think he played
I
for
think
the
that's Carter
Flyers. And
McDavid you're thinking about.
Yeah.
no, there is a McMichael in the league.
Okay. Well. And then Randy Gradishar. Is that what? Yeah.
I think one of them was a coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
I would
either.
imagine they're coaches. I don't know.
No, one of them I think was a player, but I don't know. That was confusing. I had no idea what was going on.
But hey,
Good
shout
for
out.
them though.
Like,
Yeah, good for them.
Was that just like a hey, you're here?
I think. Oh, he's about to look it up.
Let's fact check this.
Shout out Randy Gradishar for real.
We have
They probably
another.
played
We
him
have
before.
another
Oh, that was
front
definitely
runner.
a give me. That dude's like
We have another front runner for best linebacker of all time. Randy Gradishar
Oh,
was
there you go.
a linebacker.
In what, the 30s?
What team did he play for?
74 to 83 is when he played for the Broncos.
74 to 83.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
So he went to Ohio State.
It was a little before our time, so.
yeah, I was right. He is a coach.
Oh boy, that's a bad
Oh
picture.
yeah, that's not.
Jesus, why is that like the first picture that pops up for him?
Yeah. Mongo. His nickname was Mongo.
Neat.
First picture that pops up for this guy is
he
like
was a
him on
defensive-
hospice.
Defensive tackle who played 15 years for the Bears. Okay.
Never
Look
heard of
up Connor
He's also
McMichael.
the coach.
her. All right, I have a headache. We're moving on. So before we get into the actual NFL playoffs here, top 3 games of the year.
The Caps.
Well, I said the Flyers. It was the Capitals. That's not me.
Top 3 games of the year. This could be preseason or playoffs.
Preseason.
This is hard.
Definitely the
versus
Steelers-Bills game.
No, this is Steelers Bucks.
Steelers Bucks.
Preseason. I'll start. I think one of the best NFL games of the year was the Lions Chiefs opener. I think that was like the eye opener for the Lions.
big
It
shock.
was like they're like, oh shit, like they might be legit, and Chiefs were like, oh shit, what happened to the Chiefs? What, you guys?
That was the same game. Sky Moore lost you a lot of points.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah, he
Sky
had,
Moore.
Like 3 snaps that
And I
game.
started Jameer Gibbs, and I think he had 3 points.
Yeah, that was a really good opening game for the year.
You guys put that in like your. You have any other? I have a couple written down here, but
I didn't write any down.
I didn't write any
figured.
down.
I figured.
I don't know if this is like a good game, but like the Dolphins putting up 72 points. It's still impressive in today's NFL, I think. Even though it was a blowout, but what's going on?
I just kind of learned.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
John
on this.
Jones was offered UFC 300, but he declined.
Oh.
Sorry,
Damn.
no UFC talk today about him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maddox, you got any nominees for game of the year?
Strictly NFL. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Not really, but one that what I liked was Week 16 Steelers Bengals. Mason's return.
That was we blew them out too.
We blew them out. It was a fun game to watch. It was one of the it was the best game to watch of the year.
To be a
Offensively.
Steelers fan, 100%.
Speaking of blowouts, what about the Dolphins Broncos game?
That's what he just said.
Oh, did you?
Literally, when I said the Dolphins put up 70 points.
Oh, my bad. Late to the party.
Another one that I have is the Eagles Bills. When the Eagles won in overtime, I think it was like week 12, somewhere around there.
Okay.
This man's looking through the box
I-
scores right now. He's really trying to find one.
And then another one that I have here is the Seahawks Eagles when the Seahawks won in overtime with Drew Lock as their starting quarterback.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Trying to think of Cowboys Lions was a good game. That was a barn burner.
Bro, what about the Bills Patriots?
I didn't even know they played each other that week. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, I mean, they're in the same division.
Any Christmas games? Yeah, Steelers beating the Bengals. That was a good game. Corey, do you have any games? Like I don't think you said.
I don't have a one, to be honest.
You don't have a.
Glad you came prepared.
Honestly, I mean, I like the Steelers game against the Browns. That one we went to. That was a pretty solid game.
That was a good game. That was a fun
What game?
The Steelers game we went to against the Browns.
Where TJ had that strip sack.
I mean,
Fumble,
obviously being
touchdown.
biased because Steeler fans.
Actually,
Am I?
Starry.
Starry Night.
Sorry.
Alex Highsmith interception with 6 seconds into the game. We
Yeah,
were going
pick
crazy.
6 to open the game. I'm fucking all over it. He's like, let's fucking go.
Here's DuBois smacking hats on the guys in front of him.
Am I
Yeah, that
allowed to
was
say
sweet.
the Lions and 49ers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
Because that was probably
What was
the number one game of the year.
was that the game we watched here where there was it was touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, like it was going back and forth?
Who?
We watched the game here. I think it was definitely a 49ers. It may have been the Eagles, but like
I think you were thinking of the
the Broncos game.
the Bills and Chiefs from a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, probably.
I'm going to say the Texans-Browns. Texans balled out in that playoff game, and they beat the living shit.
Yeah, I did enjoy watching that.
Browns
With
is the
Myles
Browns.
Garrett. He had a great game. I think he had like half a tackle, no sacks.
Hey,
no
that's the
rushes.
defensive player of the year, bro.
His
You know
pass
what?
rush win rate was
Pass
probably
rush
really
win
good.
rate,
Yeah.
Yep.
Max, you got any other nominees for game of the year?
I do not know.
All right. Anyone else?
No, keep moving.
Okay.
Now we get the
Short and sweet.
little recap here.
NFL playoffs recap. This will be hopefully short and sweet. I think the theme of this is going to be crush, not orange crush. Crush. Texans
I like Orange
absolutely
Crush.
crushed the Browns.
What?
Love it.
Crush.
What?
Chiefs absolutely crushed the Dolphins. But it was really cold, one of the coldest games in NFL history. And I think if that game's played in Miami, I think it might be you'd see a different outcome.
I think so.
Well, Dolphins do not do well in the cold.
Well, that's
No.
why they stay in water.
That's
I
right.
don't think it would have made a difference.
Warm waters.
I think it would have.
It would have been at least a closer game.
Yeah, I don't think they still would have won, but it would have been. It would have been better.
I mean, any home field. I mean, the home field advantage obviously is real, but like,
especially at KC.
yeah,
At
The
Arrowhead.
Packers crushed the Cowboys. I love that game.
That was a
me
great
too.
game.
It was
I,
great.
I watched that at the Rivers.
That was a big show for Jordan Love to see what he was really made of because
Yeah.
there's a lot of questions,
Yeah.
but he's a quarterback.
And then we're just watching the Cowboys
He's a
downfall.
He's a
It's
quarterback.
Thanks, though.
yeah, Jordan Love, the tight end, had to play quarterback that game, and
No, that's who's Pitt's former?
Taysom Hill.
No. Pitt's quarterback this year that converted to tight end. Jerkovic.
Jerkovic,
Yeah, jerk off.
douchebag.
Lions win a nail biter against the Rams. That was a good game.
Yeah.
Steelers lose to the Bills. That's all I
Boo.
got to say.
Skip.
And the Bucks absolutely demolished the Eagles.
Love
That
it.
was a great
I thought
game.
it was Crush.
That was demolished.
Okay.
Maddox, what do you think that the best your favorite game out of those 6 were?
I would have to say the Packers beating the Cowboys.
I
Just
think so too.
Yeah, I'm on that train.
but actually, but also the Texans crushing the Browns because
Yeah.
the Browns are the Browns and fuck the Browns. But either of those two.
I was gonna say the Bucks.
I just enjoy watching the Browns and Cowboys lose regardless. So,
Yeah, 100%.
especially the way they did.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised. I think the fucking Cowboys were like -7 in that game, and they heavy favorites. And
They forgot to play football.
moving on to divisional round, the Ravens crushed the Texans. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that was a sad game.
Yeah.
the 49ers squeaked away with victory against the Packers.
Man.
That's funny over there.
We're just looking at the chart or the document.
So, you care to share what you're laughing at?
The Corey spelling.
I can't.
That wasn't even
Confidential.
me.
It's confidential.
Oh, okay.
People.
49ers.
49ers beat the Packers.
That was a good game too.
That was a good
Actually,
game.
Why can't I? There we go.
Lions beat the Bucks.
I
That
don't
game
remember that.
could have been a coin. I don't even remember it, but Bucks could have definitely won that game.
well, good thing I have it pulled up here. It's 31-23. Is that when Baker threw a pick with like
Yeah.
a minute and a half left?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the Chiefs barely squeaked one out against the Bills.
Would you have been mad if the Bills would have beat the Chiefs?
No.
No. But like I said, like 2 podcasts ago, you can't bet against Mahomes in the playoffs.
Agreed.
You can't.
Yeah.
I love watching those two teams just play against each other. I don't care what the score is.
Yeah, I hope both of them lose.
Truth.
Far.
Yes.
I mean, it was real sad to see the Texans.
their
lose.
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
They couldn't get anything going against the Ravens. It was so hard.
Kurt
to
Heinrich
watch.
had a sack.
He sure did.
Yeah, he did.
Best
Shout
player
out
on
Kurt
that.
Heinrich.
Lions, they played very well, and I was like, okay, the Lions are actually like they got a chance to make it to the Super Bowl, and then we knew what happened next week. So
Yeah.
I think
Moving right along here,
I'm so
conference
mad.
championships.
I was
Chiefs beat the Ravens.
mad.
Are you guys happy about that?
No,
Yes.
I don't
Like,
know.
it's like the argument that would you rather have like one of your biggest rivals in the Super Bowl or watch Patrick Mahomes again?
Right. That's what my biggest argument was. I can't ever.
Yeah,
I'm
right,
never rooting for the Ravens ever. So there's that. But then I hate seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
tired of the Chiefs.
I was rooting for the NFL.
just like
See
we
the
were
whole
always
time.
tired of the
Also-
Patriots for how many years, right?
I also wouldn't just. I don't want to hear about Lamar Jackson either. So like,
Yeah.
it's
It's a lose-lose.
yeah.
That game was a lose-lose. I
Yeah.
think
And then 49ers literally stealing against the Lions.
my heart breaks for the Lions.
Yeah, that was a rough game to be a Lions fan.
Well, they scored like 24, 27 unanswered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the first half, and then they're
No,
like,
no, I'm talking about the 49ers in the second half.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah, well, the Lions forgot how to play football the second half. Their defense was like, well, you know what? We're just gonna stand over there. We're gonna walk down the hillside and over the cliff, like Texas.
Yeah. So regarding our regular season pick'ems, we did postseason as well.
Oh, the one that I mentioned earlier.
Correct.
Oh, damn.
So as everyone probably could guess,
Do we have to go over this?
Corey's in last yet again, 3-9.
God damn it.
Dylan's at 5-7, and then the moment
Uh-oh.
everyone's been waiting for.
Oh.
Me and Tiggs tied at the top at 6-6, coming down to tomorrow night. right.
Oh boy.
That was after Tiggs went 2-0 in the conference to pick up that game.
He did,
so-
yeah. I was like sitting. I thought I was sitting real pretty. Took the Chiefs at 4.5. Took the Lions at 7.
You took
Me and
you
you
took
can,
the 49ers -7.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's either two ways we do this. Either we pick the opposite of each other, or we just anonymously send our
Oh,
picks to him.
we're anonymously sending it in. Yeah. And then if we both pick the same team, it's.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's fair to you pick one, I pick the other. If
Yeah.
I
Yeah, no, you guys have to. Yeah, Corey. 0-2 that week. What?
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out for the fans. You know,
Wait, what did he go the
hey,
week?
just so you know,
Oh.
Corey didn't win anything.
Oh, by the way, you were 0-4 the week before that.
Thanks. Yep, keep it going.
Oh my god!
So at one point he was like 3-2.
Just wait till baseball, and I get 182-0 with the Pirates picks this year.
Well, we could do it with baseball too. That'd be fun.
We're gonna have to talk to our editor and see if.
Yeah, see if he's up to do all
so
that.
one more thing, NFL playoffs related. If you guys saw our playoff pool or playoff bracket, we did pick the Chiefs 49ers in the final.
Yeah, I will have the.
We
social will get
almost
an
we
update on
almost had it right. We had Chiefs or no, we had the NFC right. Had the 49ers and Lions NFC.
it. Yeah, and then we had it was Steelers Chiefs in, but you know what? Hey, it's pretty good. It was pretty.
We were 3 out of 4. It ain't bad. Let's see.
We also had the Steelers going far.
Yeah,
That was
by
probably
we,
not- And-
that was you.
Yeah, that was a.
No, that was my fault.
I was just gonna say I had the Steelers losing.
Well, it
Because
was a.
I still wholeheartedly believe
If we beat the Bills, bro, we're going all the way.
No, not to the Super Bowl, but at least to the conference.
So we had the Bucks right. We had the Lions right. We picked the Cowboys, so that was wrong.
Nah, dang it.
And then we had the Lions and the 49ers in the final. And then in the AFC side, we had the Chiefs right, Texans right, and then obviously we picked the Steelers.
Right. He
And
picked
then
Steelers.
We had the Chiefs right, and it was
It was
Chiefs.
a group. I mean, it was
Chiefs
majority
49ers. And we had the 49ers being your Super Bowl champions.
vote. Uh-oh.
Love it. I hope the fucking 49ers won by 70.
I don't.
Wait, I
don't know what I want.
don't know what I want either yet.
Because if the 49ers win, they're tying the Steelers in Super Bowls.
I honestly don't even care about that.
Not a real fan.
No, I mean,
So-
I am, but, like, who cares? Like, they're not going over us. You really want to see the Mahomes win another Super Bowl, and then the NFL jerks off the Chiefs for a whole nother year.
I thought of it too late. I was going to get one of those shirts that said, like, I hope both teams lose, but I thought of it too late.
Just saying, like, I'm so sick and tired of hearing of the Chiefs, man. I'd rather the 49ers win. Yeah, they're going to tie us, big what, but, like,
Unfortunately, Mahomes is probably just the greatest quarterback of all time.
Can't bet against Mahomes. Anyways, Maddox, from what I hear you're a big into sports betting now.
Oh yeah. I'm almost.
oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Positive answer there.
First off, had $5 on the conference championships, Lions and Chiefs. That was looking real good. That was 5 to 156. I was pumped, and I also put a $10 bet down the same week for the Chiefs to beat the Lions. I could have turned 10 into 130, so I was all happy. And then the fucking Lions pulled some lion ass fit,
Washed your
And
dreams
yeah.
away.
Damn.
washed my dreams away.
That's tough, man. It's a tough world out there with sports betting.
Doug's going to have to put a bet responsibly thing on the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
1-800-GAMBLER signing at the bottom of the screen.
So I know we talked about making a little parlay with the group, but I think before that we could talk about some best bets, just for the Super Bowl in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a feeling that no one's going to say mine, so I'll give my best bet last. So who wants to go first?
Haven't even looked yet.
Good. Corey, go
Well, what do you mean by best bet?
Yeah,
like
I don't.
one singular. You talking about one singular bet?
Yeah,
So like
that's not
30 over
that's not
200
like,
yards.
That's not like money line or anything like that. Like
Like-
something interesting.
Like
So we're not going to do, like, anything crazy like Gatorade color. You want,
No,
like, a
if
stat
you,
of the
if
game.
You, if you think that that's like a good bet, I mean,
You know what?
I think the Gatorade color is a good bet.
I'm going with there's going to be an octopus. And I'm going to say it's Travis Kelce.
Ooh, you know what octopus is?
Yeah. I don't know.
When a
It's
player
when
scores
the player scores a touchdown in the 2-point conversion.
There's a prop for Kelsey having. Wait, hold on. Wait, it's right here.
Make a bet on that.
I'm
You can't parlay it; it's just an individual bet.
Where is it?
I love the octopus.
Awards, features, game props. Oh, wait, where is it? There's like on
If you scroll
on DraftKings. There's like a Swifties section. Literally,
fuck that.
like I'm on it.
How many times is Taylor Swift going to be on fucking TV?
Maddox, have you looked into any bets for the Super Bowl yet?
Not a ton, no, but I'm looking right now.
All right, well, I'll give
I
mine
usually-
since I'm ready.
Yeah.
A score Gami plus
Mhm.
2,000.
Wow.
You got a score?
I don't know.
I guess it's hard to say a score when you don't know. Like
I don't know
all the-
what has been
Yeah.
like. Previous scores.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey to score an octopus is plus 3,000. By the way,
There you go, Core.
it's under Swifties for the
Offensive
Swifties.
lineman to score
What
a
is it?
touchdown
For the
plus
Swifties.
3,500.
Yeah, I'm on that now.
There
Yeah.
has to be one on there for like a quarterback to like have a catch.
There's one for a quarterback to throw for 506 plus yards,
That's the record.
plus 10,000.
Super Bowl passing touchdowns record. There's a record section. Any player to throw 7 or more passing touchdowns.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I don't think so.
That's a lot of touchdowns. So whatever someone finds there, just blurt it out.
First possession over 3.5 minutes.
Interesting.
Tails never fails.
Oh.
Tails plus 100. Double your money out of the get-go.
I heard heads is plus 100 too.
106.
Maddox, did you find one?
Yeah, I like the Triple Crown, most passing yards, receiving, rushing yards as Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Isaiah Pacheco.
Mm.
Plus 1,300.
That ain't bad.
I'm about to throw a $2 on it and win 26.
Honestly, it's not a bad pick at all. It's hard with. I mean, what would the San Francisco side be?
It would be Purdy,
Ayuk.
and
CMC.
CMC, which is also very tough. That's road.
So Maddox, I don't think I mentioned this to you, but if you'd like to join in on this, we're all going to pitch $5 in and make a same game parlay.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
For the Super
I'm in. I'm game.
We're going like bold too. You don't have to like go conservative.
Oh, I'll go bold.
Yeah, we're making bold picks. We're not having no plus 200 parlay with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs.
So we're all going to pitch 500. So
500. Holy shit! I'm gonna get
500.
paid in 2 weeks. I mean, what
Who's
a
paying
bet!
the taxes here?
What a bet that would be! Holy shit!
we're all going to
$2,500. Not going. Yeah, we're staying bold on this one
Yeah,
too.
boys are bringing home $500,000.
Yes, 2,500 on tails. $5,000 out of the get go.
You imagine sweating that $2,500.
Holy
for
shit!
tails.
No, I wouldn't even watch. I couldn't. I'd be sick to my stomach.
So yeah, whenever you find yours, just blurt it out. Corey,
I have mine already.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Mine is any player to have 150 receiving yards. It's at plus 285.
Okay, so they're 180 receiving yards.
150. Any player to have 150 plus receiving yards.
Okay.
We're gonna go with
You're gonna have to tell me where it is too.
okay. Defense, special teams, props.
Okay.
Okay. Sacks per team. I'm gonna have the Kansas City Chiefs over 2.5 sacks. That's plus 105.
Kansas City Chiefs total sacks over 2.5.
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
So does whoever like loses by one leg when it's their pick, do they have to jump off the cliff?
Well,
You have yours
apparently,
ready?
Corey, what was yours again?
Over receiver over 150.
Okay. I'm gonna go McCaffrey 2+ touchdowns.
That's what I was gonna say. So we'll just double down on that.
wait,
Just add it twice.
Hold on.
If you want that one, I have another one in my mind.
I can look.
I thought I was already on the timeout.
This dude's never used
Max, whenever you find yours, just blurt it out.
All right.
Are we all creating this on our own, or are we just putting it in one?
We're putting it in one same game parlay.
Correct, but are we all doing the same game parlay and each putting $5 in our own
No.
account? Or are we
No,
sending it?
sending it to
$5
me,
bet.
and then I'm gonna make the bet.
Okay.
And then I hope Corey has to pay taxes when it hits because I don't know how much this is gonna be.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, Dix.
Sorry, Cork. I don't have $5.
Hold on. I
We'll have
wasn't.
to see what the
I wasn't on the
odds
same
are.
game parlay, so like those first 2 picks that we had wasn't allowed to be parlayed together.
Right.
Corey,
You're gonna be
don't submit it till Sunday because there might be some profit boosts available.
Ooh, you're right. They're definitely gonna.
It's a good call.
You know what? Actually, I have
What-
to go back now. You're right. Good looks.
So what do we got right
I'm gonna
now?
Use a profit boost though, because it'll be.
What'd you say,
a
Maddox?
$25 bet.
What do we got right now?
Well, it's gonna change.
Well,
'cause we have to
it
go
kind of
back
had to
see.
change because
Well, no, most
I
of
wasn't
the
on
profit
same
is
game
on
parlay, and
$10
the
bet.
my pick and Dylan's pick couldn't be parlayed together. So go when you want to make your pick, go to the same game parlay first, just to make sure that it can be parlayed with the
Okay.
How do you get there?
Wait, FanDuel?
So just go to
We're on DraftKings.
yeah. Go
I
on
don't have
NFL.
DraftKings.
Well, you could tell me what your
I
bet
guess
is,
I
and
could
I
go.
could just do it here.
Okay. Actually, I could just look it up on my computer right now. DraftKings.
So go to NFL, tap on the game, and then go to same game parlay.
Where?
There's game props. Ooh,
Super Bowl,
winning margin.
and same game parlays right there.
It was not. Yeah, so I gotta change my core.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change mine too because it's not even on the thing.
Bunch of idiots.
Well, we are an idiot. Okay. Oh, here we go. I like this one.
Oh, this one's easy. I could just do this one. I'm just gonna change mine to a successful 2-point conversion. Yes is at 265, plus 265.
Okay. Well, while you're on that page right there,
Yep.
can you pick the Kansas City Chiefs to win from behind? Yes, plus 215.
Kansas City Chiefs to win from behind.
Yep.
Yes.
They're gonna trail at some point in this game, I think.
Is that really all it is? They have to trail by at least 1 point and then to come back and win.
Technically, yeah. As long as they don't. Well, yeah, it's just come back from win.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I hope that's
Like how
not
is
some
that?
kind of
Yeah, I was like,
technicality
how do you like score that?
Like
I mean,
the 49ers kick a field goal to start the game, and then
They're technically trailing.
Technically trailing at some point, yeah.
Okay.
What's going on over there? Someone's phone vibrating?
Was not mine.
Damn it. Okay.
All right, so me and Dill are in for sure now. So
Tiggs, you
So is mine.
what was yours? I didn't even hear
McCaffrey 2+.
Yeah,
2 tutties.
yeah.
Two
Touchdown scores.
touchdowns.
First touchdown score. Score 2 or more. CMC.
What are the odds?
3
on
picks. We're at plus 3,000 right now.
What's CMC's 2 touchdowns, like plus 2?
Plus 225.
I was saying plus 215. It was close.
And it's honestly not bad. I mean,
boys, how we feeling over there? Did you find anything?
No, because
Cool.
McCaffrey was gonna be mine.
you're under 7 yards to the end zone. You give the ball to CMC 4 times.
Under 7 yards. You mean under 100 yards? You're giving the ball.
I don't-
to CMC.
right.
I
give
don't know if
him the
you
ball the
heard
whole
me,
time.
but we won't be able to do a profit boost because they're usually max $10 bets.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're at plus 3,000. There's no way they're gonna let us put
No,
like.
No.
it's not. It's not the
$10 max.
odds. It's
Oh,
it's
the
a
max
$10
one. Yes,
max
yes.
Usually,
Okay.
you can have your odds whatever you want. It's just
Max, did you say one yet? Did I miss it?
And then and I can't find it on DraftKings, but
I mean, I can
Could
tell
you-
you odds if you're interested.
I want
or any like stock
Mahomes.
props.
Mahomes over 300 yards.
Whoa.
Passing props. Mahomes over under right now is 261.5.
Do
You
an
want him at
alternate-
300.
Spread.
Yes.
Or not
Alternate passing yards 300 plus is plus 215.
Okay, I like it.
I like that. I like
From
that.
plus 3,000 to plus 6,000.
Ooh, we're getting spicy.
We are getting hot over here. $2,500 on this.
Wait.
Yeah, once he puts it, just
After he puts it, let's see how
Yeah.
much actually what the payout would be.
Boys, we'd be retiring.
No, we're going to buy immaculate.
Yeah.
This might make or break us, but I kind of like this.
We're here for it. We're here to
Just
lose
like
money.
in Fortnite. Let this guy hide in a bush or we all die, and then let him decide our fate of reviving us or not.
Grab the cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dubois' little side game he plays.
He's like, guys, I'm hiding this bush for half an hour.
Kansas City Chiefs total point band between 31 and 40.
What are the
So they
Plus
have to
400.
be between that.
Yeah.
plus 400?
31 and 40.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't
dear.
hate it.
That's not bad. Where is that?
Team totals.
Final's gonna be 42-39 or something like that.
Team
Technically,
totals.
as long as the Chiefs are at 39, it wins.
I don't even know how you get 39 points. I just threw that number out there.
That's a scoregami.
Would it actually be?
Total points bands 31 to 40.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But I'm going to continue to look here for a second.
We went to plus 11,000.
Five touchdowns, 1 missed extra point.
All
and
right,
a
so if we're
safety.
leaving it at that,
Put in
Yeah, I
2,500.
am.
Let's see.
a $2,500 bet on that would win $277,000.
Actually, I'm putting Kansas City Chiefs to record a sack at no plus 11,000. Just kidding, I'm not doing
I was
that.
just gonna say, I
you're vetoed.
yeah, veto is definitely
Race to 10 points, neither plus 5,000.
yeah, just another casual 9-6 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that the Patriots and the Rams?
that
that
was the
boring
Rams, Bengals,
Super Bowl
I think.
ever.
Yeah, Rams Bengals.
All
That
field
was
goals.
that was when the Rams played at home.
Truth.
Wait, so did we? Oh wait, we went on. Wait,
Waiting on Dub.
We're waiting on
Dubois.
Dubois. I have his pick in here in case he wants to change it.
Yeah, I was going to go McCaffrey 2 scores, but I'm just looking to see.
Take
if
Just
it
do
is.
McCaffrey 3 scores and make him choose a different one.
Right. The other thing I was looking at was touchdown in both halves.
To score a touchdown in both halves.
Yeah.
I mean, telling you, I got another one in the back of my mind.
What's your other one? What's your other one?
I mean, my other one was Ayuk 70-plus yards. I think it was
I
like
feel like
plus
that's a
120 or
70
something
receiving?
Like that.
That's a cheese one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think
Still
I feel like
plus,
that's not bold.
120.
I want plus 200.
Yeah,
I want
it's
plus,
gotta
I
be
want
like
plus
Ayuk
4.
plus Ayuk 100+ then, huh?
There we go. Alternate yards.
I'm mad about my 150. I like that. I thought like Ayuk
Wait,
or
what's
somebody
your
would.
new one now?
My new one was
I don't even remember.
there's going to be a 2-point conversion in the game.
Okay, we're gonna bet this. and send a
Successful
screenshot
2-point conversion.
up there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna you know,
And
say
then
it out
and then I
loud,
gotta put on the bottom.
Actually, I'm gonna change mine to Kelsey 100+.
What's
okay.
that like? Plus
270.
Really? Wow.
Travis Kelsey 100+ 270.
All right. Receiving.
Oh, you know what? That's right on the front page here. Blue bloodline.
Travis Kelce
UConn minus
receiving yards.
16. UNC minus 3.
Travis
Kansas minus
Kelce.
7.5 plus 22.90.
Alternate. Yeah.
Oh
got
wait, there's
him.
5.
You said
there's 2 more
100
legs,
plus.
but they're not showing.
You did say 100 plus,
I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yo, I'm not trying to rat Tiggs out here, but he's got a lot of money in his DraftKings account right now.
There's a whole penny in
He
there
has
right
one
now.
penny in his account.
I have $5. I put my $5 in there already.
Okay.
All right. Are we all settled? Do we want to change? Are we good with our
No.
picks?
Lock it in.
Lock
Look
it
and
in.
Chip it.
Mortal lock.
All right. So the official Yinscast parlay for the Super Bowl this year, we have yes at a successful 2-point conversion. Patrick Mahomes alternate passing yards at 300. McCaffrey 2 or more touchdowns. Yes to the Chiefs to win from behind. And we have Travis Kelce at 100+ receiving yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 on this
gotta do it
would
instead.
cash out at $2,775. Somebody do the math on
2,000.
2,775 divided by 5. We're looking at a
550
$500 payout, guys. I'm liking it.
minus taxes. So
Yeah, and we each get $1. So
times that by 0.4, 222. So we each get $330 after taxes, probably.
fine by me.
Hey, it's more money than I had before.
You good for that, Maddox?
Yeah, we like that.
Yep,
We'll
I
lock
like it.
that in.
All right.
Click it and ship it.
Click it and ship it.
Well, I need the money first. So.
I'm
Poor.
I'll save it.
Yeah, screenshot. We'll do it later. Last thing here, as always, hot takes.
Oh yeah.
So our hot takes, everyone's has to be the same. Super Bowl winner and MVP. So Maddox, you want to go first or last?
first.
We'll go last.
Okay.
Last.
All right. Corey. Super Bowl winner,
We're going 49ers.
MVP.
Brock Purdy.
What's this say?
Don't worry about it.
He spelled Purdy wrong. He spelled it.
Yeah, he does
he
that
just can't
sometimes.
spell.
So Corey got 49ers and Purdy.
I'm just not going to appear dumb in front of the camera right here, okay? We're just going to leave it at that. I have 49ers and Purdy, and I spelled his name right.
All right. Dylan.
Chiefs, Mahomes. Meat riding Mahomes.
I hate you.
They're meat riding Mahomes. I don't know.
I
I
hate
just
you.
call it as I see it.
You and Tony Romo can go to a private room with Mahomes.
Zachary.
Gonna go with the Niners, and I know it says McCaffrey, but that's kind of what my
McCaffrey.
too. But it's gonna be McCaffrey.
Right.
He's going to get a McCaffrey coffee after this.
Yeah, that's the new addition to McDonald's, the McCafe.
I got Chiefs and Kelsey.
Do you think Taylor Swift is...
Stop.
No pressure,
sorry,
Maddox.
Sorry,
I-
what,
it-
not the Kansas City Chiefs tight end. It's Taylor's boyfriend. Sorry.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sorry.
About to be-
Kelsey
Swifties
wasn't
out there.
relevant until we started
About to be
dating.
fiance.
Oh, that could be a hot take.
Wait,
Kelsey, after the game, if they win, proposes to T Swift.
you know who else is a fiance?
Oh.
Somebody outside.
Yeah, I think so. There's a deer outside.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
while
I
we're
was
on-
gonna- I was going to cover that after Maddox's hot take.
Way to go,
Cover what?
Dylan.
What are we? What?
Wait, you suck.
Bro, what's going on, Maddox? What's your take here?
I'm going Chiefs, and I want to say Mahomes, but I'm not going to say Mahomes.
Sneed.
Just about. I think I'm gonna go with Sarah Rice.
I was going to say you were going to go Rashida Rice.
Rashida
Oh,
Rice.
My
my.
second pick for MVP was going to be Isaiah Pacheco. I don't know why he's going to run like his little cartoon legs.
Rasheed Rice would need 250 yards and 6 touchdowns to get that MVP off Mahomes.
only takes one game.
Hey, you know what Kevin Garnett once said?
Until Mahomes gets hurt and Chad Henne comes in.
Oh.
Here we go.
If,
Wow.
if he's even their backup quarterback. I
Well,
don't
that
even know.
actually kills our parlay, so let's not hope that happens.
Yeah.
Forget the hot take. We're here for the money.
Yeah.
So Maddox said Chiefs and Rice. Let me put this down.
Write that down.
Double white. I had Chipotle yesterday.
Double rice.
Double white rice.
Yeah, always.
That's
double
why I'm on the
rice.
shitter 5
Always.
times this morning.
That's good. Thanks
Did you
for
get
sharing.
chicken or steak?
Chicken. I
That's
don't like
why.
their steak.
Yeah, that's why. Chicken jacks you up. Okay.
Well, Maddox, thank you for being on our Super Bowl edition.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
podcast.
Maddox.
Maybe we'll have you on here another time or two.
In
It-
person.
Yeah, maybe come in person for an in-person pod.
and maybe during Bucko season.
He said he wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a guest during Pirate season.
I
That's
did.
Sign
it.
a contract. I'll send a contract over right now. Okay?
Sign a waiver for your face to be shown on the pod.
Hey Tom, can you get that going?
Who the fuck's Tom? That was Steve.
Yeah, Tom's not here
No,
today.
Tom's our finance guy.
Right.
Oh.
Finance guy.
That's actually Courtney. Speaking of Courtney, I got home from Mexico last night at like 11:30. This podcast is
Shout out.
definitely not sponsored by Red Bull.
You're right. It's definitely not sponsored by Ghost either.
But I proposed in Mexico, so I'm now an engaged man.
That's
Congrats,
pretty
buddy. Very
Thanks.
happy for you guys.
Pretty neat.
Yeah,
Pretty neat.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't fall in the ocean, so
I was kind of mad that I missed the FaceTime call. And
Guy
I was
had
like,
a meet-
I joined
Yeah,
afterwards. I was
I-
like,
I joined 30 seconds after he called, and everybody's just like, "All right, see you guys." I was like,
I was
"What
actually
I
on the
miss?"
I was on the phone with Greta, and I seen this FaceTime coming through. I'm
like,
like,
I gotta go.
I gotta take this for a second. And
Yeah.
I was driving, so like I was pissed because my face wasn't showing because the stupid ass CarPlay doesn't let you. I mean, you're supposed to be safe, obviously, but like I'm not. So, but everyone was like, you were like, "Where's your face? Where's your face?" I'm like,
I
"Buddy, I'm
drank
driving."
that resort dry of raspberry vodka 3 days.
Oh yeah.
were you drunk or sober at that time?
I was sober.
You gotta
Were
be
you
sober for
drunk and then sobered up about 5 minutes? 'Cause
So
you were
I'll
nervous?
give you a little background on this story, right? So we were part of this little club. So we were meeting there at 5:30. We were all going to get a drink, head down to the beach, take pictures on the beach, and we're sitting there at vodka water. And I'm sitting there looking outside, and I'm like, yeah, it's raining right now, and I'm like, I'm fucked. I'm like, this is God's way of telling me this ain't happening. And I'm sitting there. I'm like looking at the radar. There was nothing on the radar. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And yeah, it rained for like a solid 10 minutes, and then everyone was like, should we go now while it stopped? I was like, yeah.
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 Full send.
Yeah. Courtney peed herself.
It's good.
she, she peed herself. She
Oh
had
my
zero
gosh.
clue. I asked her, I was like, did you know? She was like, no. So yeah, that was pretty
Well, that's
cool.
always the best. Her
And you
face
didn't
was.
drop the ring.
Yeah.
That's
If you drop that in the sand, gone forever.
And he put shoes on.
Yeah, I
Kind of.
No socks. Hated.
The lean was nice too. It was a good lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was neat.
nervous scale at the standing there,
Standing there.
like about the
The
like
The
having your little
nervous
seat.
shits were on point that fucking day.
You know how like where you're watching, it's like your heart rate's elevated.
Yeah.
Mine was like 135.
Yeah, you're like, you're like, Rico, we got this. Easy money.
Excuse me.
He called you a sea turtle.
Yeah.
What does turtling mean?
Oh God.
You know what? Where'd you go?
And after
that's-
moving on from that, we're all happy for you, buddy. Congrats to you and Court. Obviously, can't wait for that wedding day. It's gonna be absolutely
Who the fuck said you were
legendary.
getting invited?
I was just putting it out there for whoever's gonna be there.
He said if you do want to extend him an invite.
The Yins
Yeah,
cast,
I mean,
the Yins cast crashes
he's
the
looking
wedding.
forward to? Nashville.
Right,
Oh,
we're actually
God.
going to Cancun instead. Fucking free drinks. Yeah, that would be a little dangerous. But like I said, Maddox, thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for waking up at the early hour of 8:30 to be here.
Yeah, it's a real one
Yeah,
right there.
I was sort of surprised I was up in time, to be honest.
I got text from Maddox last night. He's like, just spam call me if I don't answer you. But yeah, that wraps up our Super Bowl edition of our podcast for today.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like it a lot.
Next podcast, we will be officially start a baseball season.
Love it.
So we get to cover Super Bowl for about 10 minutes and then all baseball.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Exciting.
thanks for listening, watching, subscribing. Be safe, get into bed, and get yins or get out, and we'll see you next time.